There are a couple of ways to create scripts within Unity, and there are a few rules we have to follow when naming them. The easiest way to create a script in Unity is to right-click anywhere within the project window and select Create and then the type of script you want. You'll note our two basic options, C# script and the word JavaScript, though you'll remember from the last section that's really Unity script. I'm going to go ahead and create a C# script. Now I'm asked what I want to name this script, and so I'm going to give it pretty much any name I want. I'm going to choose My Awesome Script. Once My Awesome Script has been created and named, I'm going to go ahead and double click it to open it up in our IDE. You'll remember that's Integrated Development Environment, specifically MonoDevelop. In MonoDevelop, you can see that even though we just created this script, there's already a lot of stuff inside of it. This stuff is created by Unity and is something we call the basic structure or boilerplate or syntax involved in our scripts. We can see on line 1 and 2 a couple of using statements. These statements just give us access to code that exists outside of our scripts. On line 4, you can see we declare the class MyAwesomeScript, which will contain all the rest of our code. You may have noticed that the class name, MyAwesomeScript, is also the same name that I gave the script asset in Unity. That is generally a very specific requirement in programming. The names of our classes have to match the names of our scripts. Because class names aren't allowed to have spaces or special characters, the names of our scripts also cannot have spaces or special characters. Doing so would cause an error within Unity, and it wouldn't be very happy about that. We can also see on the last part of line 4 that this script inherits from MonoBehavior. What that basically means is this script, MyAwesomeScript, is a MonoBehavior. That allows us to attach our script to other game objects as a component. Then we can manipulate that game object using any of the behaviors of code we write inside this class. Inside our class, we can see two methods have been created for us. The start method was created on line 7, and the update method was created on line 12. We'll dig into what methods are and how they function a little bit later. Line 6 and line 11 also have something called comments. A comment is text that exists inside a script, but it's not code. It's in fact not meant for the computer, it's meant for the reader, you or I. It's where we write things about our code so other people can understand what's happening. Now that we've seen the C# version of this script, let's take a look at the Unity script version. Back in Unity, we're going to create the Unity script version of MyAwesomeScript, and we're going to do so using a different method of creating a script. I'm going to start by clicking on the main camera, but really we can click on any game object. And then I'm going to click Add Component, New Script. You can see it's asking me what I want to name my new script and what language I want to use. I'm going to name my new script My New Awesome Script. And I'm going to ensure that I'm choosing JavaScript or Unity script as the language. Now I can see that my new awesome script has already been attached to the camera as a component. Now that script has access to this game object and can manipulate it however we want through code. If I look at the root assets folder, I can see my new awesome script right here. Again, I'm going to double click it to open it up inside MonoDevelop. Right away we can see the boilerplate or beginning structure of this class to be much simpler than the C# version. As a matter of fact, there's no using statements, there are no comments, there isn't even a class name. Instead, we simply have our two methods, start and update, on lines 3 and 7. Even though our Unity script, My New Awesome Script, didn't have a class name in it like the C# version did, the same naming rules apply. Again, we can't have any spaces or special characters. Even though the Unity script version didn't have a class declaration like the C# version did, it's still in there and used when we need to reference this script in other scripts.